Hello my friends, so now let's continue. We want to create the products variance model, but before that I want to go back to the products model right here. In this slide I'm going to make this unique because you want the URL of the product to be unique and we can't have two products with the same URL. Okay, now let's create the model variance the products variance model. So this one is going to be called products and then variance, so products. I can say it today and every day. So products variant, we can just simply take the ID again, and then after that each product variant can have its own name. So we're gonna have variant name, and I'm gonna explain why. String right here, because if you go to our product, yes, all of these share the same name, but they can have their own little variant name. For example, we can call this like the Black Panther, or the black variants, and this one the purple variants, and this one the blue variants, or whatever name. These cool names they add also the products. You know how they sell, they always make each variant have its own unique name. So you can have, when you go to the products page, you're gonna show the full name of the products, but you can add like a little bit space between them or a dash or something, and then you show the variant name, which is a small nice name also to specify the exact products they are looking at. That's also a nice touch to add. That's why I'm adding the product variant name, the variant name right here, and also the description. Also for the description, they can add a small description because they may all share the same description, but they differ in certain things like the color. So maybe in the description you specify the color, or you specify the vibe of that product, or like the reason they created this sort of variants with this color, the I don't know what was behind all of this to create this type of products, okay, or the imagination they had for this product. You know how when they sell, they're always trying to make this nice little things for each variant, even though they belong into the same products. The reason I'm creating this in such detail is just to be in the mind of their like the way they create the website, so they can sell more, okay, so they can make it easier for the seller to be able to sell more. Yeah, that's the idea of creating even this course, to create not only learn but also to understand the ideas behind their the coding behind this nice website that they have for, you know, selling products. So I hope you appreciate that. Now we're gonna go also for the slug. So each product variant is gonna have a slug, which also gonna be a string, and also is gonna have the unique, okay, because this one's gonna be unique, is sell. So is this product on sale? Okay, you can also control that. So we can make this boolean, and then by default it's gonna be false, and then after that we're just gonna have keywords. This is for SEO, just to help the browser or the search engine, sorry, to look for your products better or understand this better. So I'm just gonna go and add string. So it makes it easier for search engines to find your product. And some people, what they do is just to go to their models and add this, which is SEO title and then also SEO description. I'm not gonna do it, but they do it. Well, the reason for they do it, this SEO title and description, they're not gonna show it to the user, but it's gonna be part of the HTML code. So the search engines can read these SEO titles and SEO descriptions to understand your products better and even find it easier. So this SEO titles is the same title of the product, but they make it a bit long. So it has all the details of the products, etc. And they do the same for the description. They have a very long description there just to make it easier to find that product for search engines. So that's a trick for you guys if you want to make, if this website is personal and you want to sell more and be found by search engines easy, add those, okay, and make sure when you create them, add some very long text there to make it easier for search engines to find you, okay. So now we have the SKU, which is the number of the product. So this is just like a specific number of the product that defined by it, that if you search by it in Google, you will find the product. Something nice to add there, and also search engines look for it. So now that we have the products variant, we have to add the relation to the products, because each product variant is going to exist inside a product. So we have to add it to the parent. So I'm just going to go product ID. And this is a string. We're going to attach this to the product. We're going to create a product relationship. So it's going to exist in the product. So this is the products model. And then simply we have to specify the relation. We can call this product or product variants. Okay. And then as usual for the fields right here is going to be the product ID, and it references what? It references the ID of that product. Okay. So now if you go back to your products right here, we can just have like variants here. Sorry. Can have variants, which is the products variants. We can call them variants, which is an array of products variants. So I guess you understand how it works now. And we're just gonna add a relation, and we're just gonna add the same name of the relation, which is product to products variance. And then as we are using the products ID here, we have to index it and just simply add products, not product, but products ID like this to fix the issue. So you see, everything is going very nice, and we've been able to do that. Now we also need the two most important thing for timestamp, which is the created as and updated as. I'm just gonna add them right here. Don't worry, I'm gonna format everything later. So now, as I told you, each product is going to have different sizes, and each size has different price and quantity and discount. So let's do that. So to achieve that, I can create the size. Now let's create the size model. So we can just go right here and create the model. We're going to call it size. Okay, we're gonna have colors also. We're not only gonna have size, there is also the color, and there is also the images. So we're gonna create those in the next video. Probably this one we'll see. So for the size right here, as usual, is gonna have the ID. So each size is gonna have an ID. What I told you guys for the size, we're gonna have the exact size, like M, L, XL, or like a king size, whatever, for different products. Okay, so we add the size there, and also gonna make this string. And then also, as I told you, we're gonna have the quantity, which is gonna be an integer, and there is also the price, which is gonna be type float. And then also we're gonna have the discount, sorry, float, and then the discount, and this one is going to be also type float, and by default is going to be 0. Okay, like this. And also this one is going to need the timestamp, so I'm just going to add the timestamp here. And then we need to link this, so each size is going to exist inside a product variant, so we have to add the relation there. But because this is getting too annoying, I'm just going to format it. So I'm just going to go bun and then prisma and then format like this. Okay, so it's been formatted, so that's better. Now we can actually create the relation for the size. So it's gonna be the variance ID, or you can call it product variance ID, so makes it more easy to understand. So product, make sure you don't start it with a capital letter. That's the wrong idea to do it. Do it just always like this. And this string, you can do it, it's not gonna throw an error, but you always wanna just keep the standard is always to have everything on lowercase as the starting letter, always to be lowercase. So string, and then we need to add the relation. So the product variance is gonna have a relation with the product variance right here, and the relation we can call this product variance sizes. Okay, and it references the product's variance ID, this one. So product's variance ID, and it references the ID. So what is the issue right here? References, it doesn't want to reference the ID. So it seems like we have an issue. Let me zoom out a bit just to see exactly what's going on. So let me remove this. So references, what's the ID? Okay, reference must refer only to an existing field on the relation, which is product variant data. This one is existing. I don't know why it's not adding it. What is the issue right here? Let me try to actually get it again. So references, and then let's see what we get. So if we go product, oh, it just gave me product ID. It should give me my variance ID. That's products variance ID. It should work by default. Okay. Oh, sorry. This one is fields. I don't know. I'm just too dumb sometimes. This is fields. Okay. And then it references what? It references the ID of that variance. All right. And then simply we can go back right now, right here for the variance. As I told you, it's going to have sizes. So each variant is going to have sizes. So it's going to be an array of sizes right here. And then we can add the relation. And the relation is the name we added right here. So sorry, my bad. Now everything is going well. And then right here, we just need to index it, which is the product variance ID like this. As you can see, this is how you create professional models. And even though sometimes I make some innocent mistakes, but just for not focusing fully. But as you can see, this is how you do it. So this is for the size. So there is other stuff that we need to add, which is like images. So for the images is going to be also an array, which is each like product variant is going to have few images. So if you go, for example, to the purple variant, it's going to have its own images. It's not going to be only this basic example or this basic image. The same for blue is going to have few images, also for the black one. So each product variant is going to have images. So for these images, you can create its own model for them. So we can just go right here and we can say model, and then we can call this product. make sure you add meaningful names, so products variant image. Okay, so everyone is gonna understand exactly what it means, and then also we need the ID. So for the images or the model image for this products variant, it's just simply the properties are either you can just say image right here and add it as a string, but my preferable use is just add URL, because this we know products variant as an image, so we can add the URL right here as a string. And some people even go further and add the alternative text right here, which is going to be also a string. So if you want to do that, you can do that, okay? But by default, you can leave it empty. So we can just say by default, it's an empty string like this. And now we have to add the relation for the product to the actual product variant. So the same thing we have done before. I can just go product variant ID, which is going to be a string. And then we can define the product variant relation to the product variant. Okay, and then simply add a relation here. We can call it product variant to variant image, okay, like this. And then for the fields here, it's gonna be the product variant ID, and it also references the ID of the product variant. And then simply we can take the name of the relation here and go back. So under sizes, I'm just gonna copy paste this. Now each product variant is gonna have images, and this one is going to be called product variant, or the image variant, if we called it product variant image. So this one is going to be product variant images. I think because we named the relationship, is not going to allow us. I probably made a mistake. So model product variant image. Okay, I'm going to take that and just add it right here. All right, that works. And need to add also the relation here. Okay, so that works. So I need to go right here and add the indexing, okay, which is gonna be for the product variant ID. And I need also to add the timestamps. So I'm just gonna copy them from here and just add them here. So this is for the images. As you can see, very simple. Each product variant not only gonna have different sizes, but it's gonna have its own images, and each image is gonna have a URL and also an alternative text for the image. So yeah, if the image is not there, we can use this alternative, but rarely we do use it. So as you can see, this is cool. Now the last thing that I want to do is the color. Okay, so the color is also another model, so I can just go model and then color right here, and then we need the ID. So let me just add it here, and then with the name of the color. Okay, so the color is just gonna have a name like this, and we need to add the timestamps here. Okay, as always, and then simply we can create the relation. So the relation is going to be the same as right here. Let me just copy it and paste it here, and this time, so we can call this product variant colors. So this is the name of the relation. This one is going to reference the ID of the product variant. Let me take the name, go back to our product variant, and then under here, I'm just going to copy this, change the name of the relation, and this one is going to be for color. Okay, and let's call this colors. And yes, that's it. Let me just go and add the indexing. So as index, and then for the product variant ID. And this is like the base and everything we need to start with creating our products. We have added everything that we need to do for now. So let me actually apply these changes. I'm going to first of all format the file, and then I'm going to go bun and then Prisma generates, okay, to generate Prisma clients with the updated models and types. And then after that, I'm just going to go bun and then Prisma db push to push also the new schema to the database. So now everything is in sync and we were able to create everything. So as you can see, let me just refresh. So I'm just gonna go. So we have the products. Inside of it, we have different variants. Each variant has different sizes, and also each variant has many images, and also each variant has different colors. And the reason I've added multiple colors and not just go right here, for example, to the products variants and add color and then string, because some products do have more than one color, okay, not only one color. As you can see for this example, this variant not only has the black color, it also has the white color. Same for the others, this one has even the black color and then the white and also purple. So we have to specify those colors. So when we're using this search functionality and we try to look for products, this is also part white and mainly purple. Okay, so yeah, this is the way you do it. and we have to specify all colors, and even we're gonna have a tool that will extract the colors of an image or selects the color of an image. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So you will learn a lot with the product. This is like probably the main focus in the dashboard and the one that takes a lot of effort to actually create. That's why we created the perfect schema for it. It's very organized. I don't think anyone can just come and complain about this schema, because it's very nice, very organized, and it has the base that we need to start with. And if we need to change something, update something later in the course, we can do that, but this is the base that you start with. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a boring one, just typing, but it's mandatory for us to do this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one as usual.